Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee Chat. It's not a live unless there's some tech issues. So we're about half an hour late because there's an outage in Lenora's area. Hi Lenora, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great now that we figured that out. This is like becoming a running theme for the beginning of
Yeah,
Coffee Chat.
only
Well,
me. Only me.
right? It's fine. We worked with it. Do you
Yes.
want to give people a little background on what you do? I know you're into acting and you're into modeling, and I know you're really into mindset.
hmm big on mental health and just your overall being better. And I strive to do that every single day. Is it hard? Yes, but I strive to do the best of my ability.
Yeah.
Um, I am a dancer, I am an actress, and I am a model. And I enjoy all of that. It's so beautiful being behind the camera. And
Yeah.
hopefully one day we'll be able to get in front of the camera. I mean, behind. Wait. Yeah, both of those.
I
Front
know what
and
you
behind.
mean.
Yeah.
And you just started acting recently, correct?
So I did theater as a kid, but it was like
Okay.
church plays that nobody watched those. But
Yeah.
I've always had a love for acting. And so yeah, this year I started researching and hit the ground running.
That's amazing. I
Yeah.
know you're part of the Hollywood Winners Circle. That's really cool.
Yes, yes, I
Uh,
love it there. I
yeah.
love
Have
it
you
there.
have you been taking any other training, or have you just been doing Wendy's stuff so far?
So I'm doing Wendy's, but I'm also in the Hood School of Acting.
Okay.
And I'll be taking I think on the 24th, 24th, 5th, 25th, Andy, I forgot her
Mhm.
last name, but it was in the Hollywood Winter Circle. She's like for like beginning acting classes and on camera, I think,
Okay.
and self-tape,
Yeah.
self-tape technique. Yeah.
And how are you finding making the switch from theater to film and TV?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Before I even hit the ground running this year, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be on Netflix in a year. I'm going to be on Netflix. Blah, blah, blah. When I tell you, like, it hit me in the face. I'm like, no, this is
Oh
the
gosh.
total opposite. There is levels to this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, there will not be any Netflix in a year, but there will be learning and researching, and it's a total different ball game. But I love
Yeah.
it, and I've never been so invested in anything in my entire life.
Well, you never know. Don't say like there won't be any Netflix in a year. You like your life can instantly change like within a day.
Yeah,
So,
that's
right?
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
So never if you want it and you work for it and you try hard enough, you'll get it.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And then you said you're also involved in modeling, right? What got you started in modeling?
Hmm. So I've battled with low self-esteem for a long time. No
Okay.
matter if it was when I was an athlete, no matter if it was, yes, plus size, I've
Mhm.
battled with low self-esteem my entire life. And what I found confidence in was taking pictures,
Okay.
stepping outside of myself and what I think or feel at that moment in time, and
Mhm.
just be present in the picture. And I love posing. I love
Mhm.
the way it makes me feel. I love dressing up. I love fashion.
Mhm.
And your outfit tells a story.
Mhm.
So when I put on this outfit, I feel confident. I feel sexy. I feel beautiful.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it makes me feel really confident, and I got this. Like I own this. Like I'm the girl. And so yeah, modeling was just because being behind the camera and taking my own
Mhm.
pictures and
Mhm.
posing a certain way, finding the different angles, it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's amazing too, because body positivity is such
Mhm.
it's a touchy issue for a lot of
Yeah.
people, and people tend to like give the highlight reel on social media and not talk about like
Mhm.
behind the scenes of how people are actually feeling. Like up until like the past year, I would never even bother to discuss my eating disorder that I had in high school, right? And then
Yeah.
I'm like, I could be helping somebody with this and sharing
Mhm.
my story, and that's what you're doing with yours is you're telling
Yeah.
people like this makes you feel confident, right?
Yeah. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel beautiful. I feel
Yeah.
strong. Yeah.
That's
Body
amazing.
positivity is something I feel like is still
Yeah.
the definition is still on the rocks in a sense, because people want to say that, oh,
Mm.
that's your what do you call it? That's you embracing your overweightness or your
Okay.
unhealthiness. No, body positivity is loving who you are, no
Yeah.
matter what stage of life that is. It's
Yeah.
loving your body, no matter what stage of life that is. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't agree with people saying that. That's like basically saying, okay, so you'd rather me think that there's something wrong with me than accepting
Mhm.
that this is how I am right now and I love
Yeah.
myself. And if that
Yeah.
changes, okay, but I'll still love that version of myself too. But this is how I am, and this I love
Yeah.
myself as I am.
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
now, in the present, in the moment. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
That's great. What else? I'm just looking at your notes here. Being a new actor in the biz. Do you have any tips for anyone getting started in acting that you've been figuring
Interesting.
out? Any little like road bumps you want to share with people that people could avoid?
Pace yourself because, okay, so here's my thing. I'm competitive.
Okay.
And I have that mentality from an athlete. I'm competitive, but I
Yeah.
also like being in a room with people who can compete with me,
Yes.
right? And so there is this saying, if I am the only person
Yeah.
who is like doing something and I'm the best in the room, I don't want to be in the room, right?
Okay.
And so put yourself around people who are doing better,
Mm-hmm.
who are doing more, and
Mm-hmm.
learn from them, right? But at the
Yeah.
same time, you are at a different stage than they
Mm-hmm.
are. Remember, you're a beginner. Pace yourself.
Yeah.
Learn, watch them, study them,
Yeah.
analyze them, study the greats, study the legends, study people who are going to be in your genres, in your types.
For sure.
Um, and don't rush.
Mm-hmm.
I keep hearing that these last 2 weeks, I've literally had to sit
Mm-hmm.
myself down and just be like, look, stop rushing because
Yeah.
they are in a different stage as you are. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
love them, love their work ethic, love what they do, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, sit back, shush,
Yeah.
and just listen and just study. Don't
Mm-hmm.
rush yourself because rushing um, leads to looking sporadic or it leads to this and that, and you're not ready, you haven't mastered your beginning stages yet, so
Yeah.
just pace yourself. Yeah, because this is a long process, this is a long road ahead of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, be yourself, be
Oh.
yourself. Yeah, because I look at everyone
Mm.
and we all have one thing in common, trying to, well, some of us, especially in our beginning stages, some of us were trying to be like everyone else.
Yep.
Um, and like I said, that comes with pacing yourself because you cannot do and you cannot be what they are right now if you haven't
Mhm.
gotten through. Yeah. So be
Yeah.
yourself and just keep knowing who you are, learning who you are, and understanding that patience is a virtue. Pace
Yeah,
yourself,
and
patience.
I feel like people when they're not themselves, it's out of a place of a fear of judgment where
Hmm.
they feel like they have to like resemble everyone else
Hmm.
doing the thing so that they fit in. When
Hmm.
really if they would show the true version of themselves, they would find like their right tribe and
Yeah.
attract people to them that fit their authentic self.
Yeah, because everybody's not gonna love you, and I
Yeah.
understand that. I have a big
Yeah.
personality. Everybody's not gonna like that. I may be too much for people, but a lot of people will like that. A lot of people will like the bright
Right.
light that I bring. Yeah.
Yeah. And that helps you in acting too. If you can be your authentic self and bring yourself to the role, that's what's going to like set you apart from everyone else because nobody can
Hmm.
be you, right? If
You
you're
know
bringing
what's
yourself to the
funny?
role. Pardon?
You know what's funny is that
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
just learned that literally within the past couple days.
Oh,
I
did
was
you?
like, I love acting because
Hmm.
I can get outside of myself,
Yeah.
but you have to bring yourself, your issues, your mentality into the role. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to run from it.
Yeah, it's more about like so like in a situation like okay, I'm not a killer, but in what like circumstance could I be
Mm,
capable of doing this, right? Like that's the mentality you
mm,
need to approach it as. So when you're bringing yourself to the role, you're bringing your personality in the aspect of in what situation would I be capable of doing the thing that I'm asked to do in this script, and bringing your personality to it. And like the greatest actors I find are the ones that the personality on screen matches the personality in real life. Even though that they might not do that thing in real life, they brought their personality into the character, and that's what's bringing the character to life. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Short-term goals. You have put it on your list. What's up, Lenora?
Wow. So
They probably changed since you wrote that.
They have, because you can write down your goals all the time, but life is going to hit.
Yeah.
Life is going to hit. And so,
yeah.
Right now it's just in this season of my life and my career, learn, keep learning is my goal. Keep researching, keep studying, keep learning the business, keep learning about me so that way I can have experiences, so that way I can put them into, my characters and my roles. Keep learning what my types are, what stuff works for me and what stuff doesn't, learning where my peace is at and how to manage my mindset. And so that way I can be better productive, that's it really. I do a to-do list of the things I have to do every day. But as far as short-term goals, I don't want to make them right now. I really just want to sit and learn.
Yeah. Question from the audience. Do you have to slow yourself down, or are you naturally able to pace yourself?
I have to force myself to stop and slow down. Yeah, I do. And I have a team behind me in my inner circle who are like, look, chill out. We just talked about this. Yes, we just talked about this. You don't listen. I'm like, I know, but I'm trying. Yeah, so as long as I have them, because I'm one of those people like I said, I'm competitive. And when I see somebody else, that boosts me to do something. I got to do it. And you don't.
Yeah. It's like, just take a seat. It's okay.
Yeah, take a seat, And also, like I said, these last 2 weeks, God forced me to sit down. Sit down. And to just be like, look, listen to me. You prayed for certain things. You prayed for certain techniques, and I'm trying to give them to you. I'm trying to place people in your life to help you sit down, but you're not listening to me. So I'm going to do this, and you're going to end up feeling like this, and this is going to happen. So that way you can sit down and listen to what I'm saying. Yeah.
Do you find like you get signs, and like you're like, oh, that seems like a sign, but I'm going to ignore that because it couldn't possibly be like a sign, right?
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like an opportunity presents itself, and you're like, no, it's probably nothing. I'm like,
or it's like, because like my intuition is I trust it very much, and I have we all have discernment, but you got to be able to allow God to help you with that discernment. And sometimes I'm not listening to either one of those. So I'm like, is it really what it is? And you have that burning in you, it's like telling you, no, stop it. I don't think you should be doing that. But I'm like, is it my fear? Because, a lot of the time I'm afraid to do things. Yeah. So, it's trying to listen and learn how to listen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I feel like fear is like the biggest thing that holds people back too. And sometimes you just have to jump, right?
Yeah.
Because action's where the results happen. When you get uncomfortable and you take action, like not uncomfortable in the sense where like, it's like off-putting uncomfortable, like, but like out of your comfort zone a little bit, right? So that you're growing. That's where I find like the magic happens, even though nobody wants to go there because our brain's designed to keep us safe, right? And safe means that we're not feeling fear or uncomfortable. So the reptilian brain takes over and goes, no, 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 you don't want to do that, right? And then we stay in like spot A.
Yeah.
Whereas like we need to go over here and be like, it's okay, reptilian brain. Like I
Yeah.
just need to try this thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's annoying. And there comes that overthinking.
Yeah.
Should I or should I not? Should I or should I not?
Yeah.
And that's frustrating. And then
Right.
overthinking makes you procrastinate.
Right. And then you just don't do it, period, right? Because you
Then you
waited
don't do
too
it,
long.
period.
It's like it's too late. Like we could have done that today. Like, oh, it's too late. We're
Yeah.
25 minutes late from tech issues. Let's just
Try
go.
better next time. Like tomorrow. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Kev says, wish someone would tell me to sit down. Nora can tell you to sit down.
Sit down. Sit
down, Kev. Johnny Cass says, Johnny Cass, do you have some type of ritual or process to help keep you focused on your goal and help keep you pushing?
My inner circle.
Your inner circle?
My inner circle. My inner circle podcasts.
Okay.
I listen to podcasts a lot of the time, motivational podcasts, and I like the ones that yell at you, because that's how you like wake up. They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, it's too early. But yes, those are the ones that I love, because those are the ones that that motivate me. I start feeling like this. Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it today. Writing down what I need to do for the day. And trying to just focus in that, because sometimes I overthink so much, my focus gets off, and I end up procrastinating. So me trying to write down every single day. I have my journal here, and I write down what I have to do throughout the day. And if I didn't do it, do not check it off. Put it on the next list for tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you find like you overlist yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
I've started doing like this thing where like I max give myself 3 things to do that day, because if I give myself anything more than that, it's not going to get done. And I know that now, where I used to have like a list like 20 things long. Yeah. And now it's like these 3 things. Like it's like, okay, now I feel like progress, because I can just check off those 3 things. Like, okay, like a mini win. Tomorrow I have another 3 things, right?
Yeah. And so what I learned from this Audible, it's called Are You an Overthinker? And literally these 2 weeks, and he was saying that what you can do is prioritize the things that you really have to do, like that are really important. So if I have acting classes, really focus on those. Do I need to mentally prepare myself for those? Do I need to emotionally prepare myself for those? Focus on, do I need to take a shower? Do I need to brush my teeth? Focus on those little tasks and those big priority tasks that you have to do that day. Yeah. And then worry about everything else later.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, make sure you take care of yourself first. It's like the plane analogy, right? You should put your own oxygen mask on first before you do other things. Yeah, absolutely. I totally get that. What's that? Shows and movie genres that you'd like to take on? I know you want to get into action.
I do. I'm a tough female. I just want to punch stuff now. But
she just wants to punch stuff.
Yes, definitely action, and I want to learn fight choreography. Also, get more into that. Definitely drama. I'm sensitive, so I feel like drama would be perfect for me. Let's see.
Have you considered dramedy, where like there's like a little like comedic relief?
Yes, because I'm funny, like, and sometimes I have really dark humor at the wrong time. So yes, absolutely. I like being funny. I like laughing. Yes, that, and
comedic
I want to get
action?
into, yes, that too. But I also want to get into psychological.
Like thrillers?
Movies that make you think, why did they do that? I love psychology. That's my major. And so I'm like, why did they do that? Why did they think like that? Why do they move like that? I want to, Yeah.
Now we've solved the mystery. Okay. This is why you're overthinking, because you're a Psych-Major. Okay. Lenora, we figured it out.
Is it? Yeah, for sure. I ask people like, so why? And then they're like, well, I'm like, okay, so why? And they're
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I'm like, no, there's gotta be a reason why. Why? Yes.
No, stop asking why. Some things just happen, okay? My favorite way to think right now is, even if I don't understand what's going on, is that this thing needs to happen for a reason that I will find out later and be like, oh, okay, that's why that happened, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
try to keep thinking like that. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you're just not supposed to know because maybe if you know,
Yeah.
it'll be worse.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Johnny,
not, yeah.
yeah, Johnny Cast, I don't know what this was in regards to. He says, I feel that good way to distress yourself. The comments are a little bit delayed.
Oh, what was the question?
It wasn't a question. It was a statement to something you said. Yeah. Johnny said, I
Oh,
feel that good way to de-stress yourself. So I'm assuming it was like something to do with when you were talking about self-care. But yeah, the comments are a little bit
oh,
delayed.
no, it's okay. I'll answer. The way to de-stress myself.
Oh, it wasn't a question. It was a statement. He was like reacting to something you
Oh,
said. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What else did we have? Fitness and mental health going hand in hand.
Mm. Um, you mean like anything particular or
You just had it
just?
on your list of topics.
Way to go, Nora. Um,
I'm just
so,
the messenger.
um,
Yours like, what did I mean by that?
what was I going with that? Yeah, thanks, Nora. But
We
you were
can move
like, good.
on. It's
The answer
fine.
probably changed. Now, like, what was I writing? So fitness does go hand in hand. I know for a fact
Mm,
when I don't exercise
yeah.
or when I don't do my juicing, when I
Okay.
don't take care of me and my mental state, and I think that I got it because
Yeah.
I feel fine now. Those are the days where I start to decline
Yeah.
because you have to stay in your routine. And even
Mm,
though some days you're not going to feel motivated, motivation is a temporary feeling. You
right.
have to have discipline. I'm trying to continue to teach myself to have discipline, regardless if I don't want to do it, get
Mm,
up.
yeah.
Get up and do it because you having that same routine, you having the same discipline is what's
Yeah.
going to get you to where you want to be and continue to become the woman you want to be. You may not see it right now.
Mm,
You may not see the end game right now, but you're gonna get there. You
mm,
just have to keep going. You have to keep fighting.
mm,
Um, and so, yeah, so I've been feeling really down. Seasonal depression kicked in. I've been feeling really
mm,
down and I stopped my routine
mm,
and I noticed my behavior. So I'm like, this week, no, on Sunday, I meal prep juicing.
mm,
So every morning I'll get up and I have a glass for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'll
mm,
have that as an energy booster and just to like declog everything
mm.
that's going on. I open up the windows. I have my therapy lamp.
Yeah.
What do you call it? I'm eating more leafy greens, to give me that energy booster, things that are really going to be good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way I can be as productive and feel better as much as possible here. So that way I can feel better here. So that way
Mm.
I can be better out there. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I know.
absolutely.
I get that, because internal, like what you have in your internal world reflects on your external world. I totally
It
understand that.
does. It
Yeah.
truly does. Yes.
Yeah.
So the workout routine has to continue. The self-care has to
Mm,
continue. Um,
mm,
the mind is a very powerful organ,
mm.
a
Oh yeah.
very powerful thing. And sometimes we indirectly um,
Self
tell
sabotage.
ourselves, hello?
I Yeah, I was just gonna say self sabotage.
Yes, we do. And we'll tell ourselves,
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
or later in the
Yeah.
day. And then later in the day ends up being 2 days later or 3 days later, a week
Yeah.
later. Yeah,
Yeah. I'll just try that next
definitely.
week. Oh, I'm too tired today. I'll do it tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning comes. Oh, I'll do it a couple hours from now.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
you're not, it's
Yeah.
not going to happen. You have
Yeah.
to do it now.
Yeah.
You have to do it now.
Yeah. This is Lenora. I I keep calling you Lenora. Sorry, Nora. She's like, Jen, call me Nora. I'm like, okay, fine. It's
Call
stuck
me
in my
Nora.
head now.
I can't. I can't. Yes, that's my birth name, but I can't. I don't
I
like
know.
hearing the whole thing.
I know. It's like people calling
You
me
know?
Jennifer. I get it. Okay, so this is Nora and I saying, just go do it.
Yes, just go do it. You'll thank yourself later. Just
Yeah.
get up and go do it. I'm still in the same boat,
Yeah.
and I don't want people to think that. Excuse me. I don't want people to think that because people have a certain status, or because there you see them on social media, or you see this being done, or them dressing a certain way, that we're not in the same boat. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
All in the same boat. And I heard this quote. I was at an actors retreat with Markeisha Official, her Instagram name. And one of the people that were there at the retreat, her name was EJ. Her Instagram is EJ for real. And she said the only difference between those people that you see on social media constantly posting, or the actors that are already up there constantly striving, and you, the only difference is their coping skills and how they manage, so they're just do it. There's no difference between me or you or them, you're just doing it. You got to do it.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. Johnny Cass said it was for the action fighting. That was what his comment was about. The de-stressing was the action fighting.
That's my fiance. He said that because, I used to fight. I used to be a boxer, and I used to be in karate, and that is my de-stressor. That was my de-stressor. Yes. So he knows, I know what he means by that. Going to the gym, punching the bag, working out. I know exactly what he means. Yes. So that
is. Okay. So we have a couple minutes left. There's one more question from the audience I wanted to get to. What do you do to help beat procrastination? It's something I struggle with a lot. Putting Nora on the spot.
Because I'm like, do I handle it the right way? Making myself do it. Sometimes I really make myself really, really uncomfortable. If I'm laying in the bed, right? Say I'm laying in the bed, just woke up, the curtains are closed, because everything's dark when you go to sleep, and when you wake up, it's still dark. You got to open up the curtains. So I'm laying there. My body will start getting irritated. I'll start getting irritated. I'll start getting antsy. And even though my mind is like, no, you can wait. You can stay on the phone a little bit. You can check your Instagram a little bit. My body is like, I have to get up. I have to go. And I'll get so uncomfortable that I have to do it. I have no choice, because I don't want to feel, I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I don't like feeling unpleasant feelings that I did not want.
Yeah.
So I have to get up. I have to do it. And when it comes to acting, here's the thing. I love acting. I love a lot of forms of entertainment. I love a lot of forms of artistry, and I want to dabble into them. But at the same time, I'm still battling my trauma, my baggage, my mental health. I'm still healing from certain things. And I can't let those things that I was healing from, or that I'm still healing from, deter me from the big picture. I know where I want to be, right? So you have to remember your why. Why do you want to work out? Because I want to feel better. Because I know that that's going to make me continuously feel better. I want to look better, not for anybody but myself. You have to remember your why. Why do you love acting? I love embodying characters. I love telling stories. I love telling the stories that people didn't get to tell themselves.
Right.
Why do I love mental health? Because me learning about it more is going to help me understand my emotions, and why I think the way that I think, and why this was the way it was. And it helps me to forgive. Yes. And learn how to respect my own boundaries and respect other people's boundaries. Set those boundaries for myself to keep going forward. Why are you reading this script? Why are you modeling? Why? Remember your why in procrastination. That's what's going to keep you moving forward. Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Easier said than done. But you
Yeah.
got to push yourself. You have to push yourself. I use those podcasts a lot, and I'll try to put a podcast list together, and I'll put it on my story so you guys can actually see what I listen to in the mornings.
Okay.
But those motivational podcasts, just having talks with myself, you
Mhm.
gotta talk to myself a lot. Is that weird? Some people may think so, but that's how I get. That's how I get out of that. What are you doing? Stop it right now.
Right.
Stop
Yeah.
it. You know
Yeah.
better. No, ma'am.
Right.
So I talk to myself a lot, and I just gotta do it. I gotta do
Yeah.
it because I'm gonna feel bad. Those feelings sit with me, so I'm so sensitive
Mhm.
emotionally, and it sits with me so bad. And you have to think, when you're about to procrastinate or you want to, you're going to end up beating yourself. It's a whole toxic cycle.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
don't do it, then you're beating
Yeah.
yourself up mentally. And if you're
Mhm.
beating yourself up mentally, then you're going to eat bad because you feel bad.
Mhm.
And then it's all over again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you may have messed up, like, in this instant here, but it doesn't have to be, like, a continuous thing. Like, you can, like,
absolutely.
"Okay, you screwed up this one thing, let's just change it right now. Let's move on."
That's it. That's it.
Right.
And just be
Yeah.
patient with yourself. Be patient
Yeah.
with yourself because
Mm.
procrastination,
Mm.
overthinking, learning,
Mm.
becoming the person you've always wanted to be,
Mm.
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
I'm still afraid of certain things.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm trying to just push myself every single day to get out of that because, like you said,
Mm.
um, things only happen when you're uncomfortable. You have
Right.
to be comfortable with being uncomfortable so that way you can be able to, you know, get to
Yeah.
where you want to be.
Yeah, taking action.
Yeah,
"What got you here won't
absolutely.
get you there" is one of my favorite sayings from James Wedmore. So if you're doing the
Wait, what was
same
it?
thing, what got you here won't get you there. So if you're
Mm,
trying to get somewhere else, the same stuff that you just did aren't gonna get
yeah,
you over here. My
yeah,
hand left the screen.
yeah.
You know what I meant.
It was not yours.
Yeah. Lenora's Instagram is below my video right there. Follow on Instagram. All of her social media will also be in the caption. They
Mm,
can follow you on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, correct? And you're going to be putting up a YouTube page, I believe.
yes, soon,
Okay.
soon, soon. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes,
Is
and
there
I
any?
think Facebook, but I'm not really on Facebook. But you can go ahead
Yeah.
and be there.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and follow me. I'm just not active there.
I'm just not there, but I'll be there in spirit. Yes.
Is there anything you want to leave people with? Any projects you have coming up? Anything you want them to check out?
Nothing that I can speak upon.
Okay.
Sorry,
Secret.
nothing that I can speak upon. But I just want people to know that I'm always bettering myself.
Mhm.
And if you always need a pick me up or a
Yeah.
booster, come to my page. I'm going through the exact same things that you're going through.
Yeah.
I'm just choosing not to sit in that moment. I'm not choosing to sit
Yeah.
in that old space that I was in. I want to keep continuing to push myself. And
Exactly.
um, if you have something that you want to do in life, do
Yeah.
it. Do it. Don't stop listening to he or she, the
Yeah.
naysayers. I like listening to the naysayers kind of sort of because
Yeah.
it pushes me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but sometimes it's not good for you. So just learn your boundaries, learn your space, do
Mhm.
what you love to do, be who you want to be. Do not
Mhm.
let anybody stop you from doing anything, posting a picture, dressing a certain way. Do it for you because there's peace in that. There's freedom in that. And I'm still learning that. And
Mhm.
yeah, so pace
Amen.
yourself, be patient with yourself. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
remember, discipline
Yeah.
over motivation.
Yes. And if you need a pick me up, just rewatch this.
Yes, rewatch it. You are amazing. Also, go follow Jen. She is amazing. Yes,
Sometimes I have like, I need a field to scream in.
and that's okay. And that is okay. Yes, but that doesn't take away from the fact that you are amazing and you are strong. So,
Well, thank
yes.
you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for
Mhm.
joining me today. I'm so glad this worked out despite all the tech
Yeah.
issues and being late. And I hope everyone goes and follows you. Again, I will post all the social media below this video on YouTube. So make sure to go and follow Nora and the projects that she can't talk about. Maybe you'll find out if you follow her. So yeah.
That is
Have
the
an
only way.
amazing Right? Have an amazing day, everyone.
Bye, guys. Thank you.